in this lady's yard. I get out with her box. I had my vest on, but of course it's not like, lights on it so they can see it. So I'm walking to her door and she comes out, stood on her porch, gun in her hand, was like, who you type stuff. So I was like, I'm Amazon, hey, I can leave. You ain't gotta have this packaging though. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. My name is Tristan.
My name is Kimmie.
And by the title of this video, y'all know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. And I guess y'all could say it was a long time coming, but I decided and made the decision to move on from Amazon, and I kind of wanted to share it with you guys, as well as now, spending more time there, I can now give y'all a I guess better overall opinion on it. I guess that makes sense. All right, so overall, man, to be honest, the job is not bad. What makes it bad and what makes it difficult and hard for you as a delivery driver, overall, I will say, would be the way that your boss runs their company. For those of you out there who may be interested in becoming a delivery driver for Amazon, your bosses really, the way that they run their company will be the make or break point for you personally, I believe. One of the things with them, man, was like communication was like trash. Like, they were just terrible. Like, it was just ridiculous. I have Kimmie for this video so I don't miss anything. And of course, I used to come home and, to just vent and release my frustrations and stuff and just tell her about how the day went. Of course, she knows how everything went. So
he wasn't like excuse my voice, but he wasn't getting home until like almost 10.
Yeah.
And like he would get no help. And by the way, like, I don't know if you mentioned it in your other Amazon videos, but not all delivery drivers are under one company. So there's different companies under Amazon that run the different, they call it DSPs. I don't know what it stands for, but
so it all depends on your DSP. So you might have a cool boss and stuff like that who's, communication's there and everything like that. But for the company I was working with, communication wasn't the greatest thing at all.
Well, like, with their schedule, it's like he used to be available X amount of times, but then, like, life happens and we have responsibilities too outside of that. We had to change up his availability time. And what we did was, that way it's not difficult for them to to understand, and like it doesn't get confusing, because his schedule was a bit confusing. What we did was print out a calendar and highlight the days he was available to work. We did that for 3 months, like 3 months ahead, meaning January, February, March, they already knew what days he could work and he could not work. Literally, I think a week after we sent them the schedule, well, after he sent them the schedule that he's available, they literally scheduled him for the day he could not work.
That was what?
And there's a reason why he cannot work. He has other commitments. So it was just...
Yeah, I just got, life happens. I got some stuff that I got to take care of, some things going on. But, basically I broke down to them like... So basically, every other weekend, I cannot work Friday through Sunday. And then those opposite weekends that every other weekend, I cannot work Fridays to Sundays. And then those middle weeks, I can't work Thursdays, if that makes sense. So this prior week, I could not work Sunday. They have the schedule, everything's highlighted, everything of me explaining, these are the days I can work, these are the days I can't work. After, this, before we even get to the schedule part, prior, I've been saying this, communicating with them, they still was messing it up. So I took it upon myself and was like, all right, you know what, let me make it easier for y'all. Let me give y'all a schedule, Still messed it up. So found some way to mess it up, even with the schedule in place that I gave them. So when that happened, it was just like, got to a point where I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to say anything because I there's nothing else that I could do at that point. Like, I've communicated with y'all, I gave y'all a schedule on the days I can't work, and I'm looking at my Amazon A to Z little app, and y'all got me scheduled for Sunday when I clearly said I can't work for Sunday. So I didn't say anything till probably like what 11 something, and I was supposed to go in at 10:45, which we're starting.
He messaged you and be like, are you still coming to work or something?
And then I messaged him back and I was like, hey, I cannot work today. Yo, it's on the schedule. I gave you a schedule. I told you what the days I can't work. I have stuff going on right now. So he didn't respond all day until what? The next day.
Because he was scheduled to work.
And was like, oh, I guess it was. He was just like, I guess it was my fault. In my mind, I'm thinking like, guess it's your fault. Like, what do you mean you guess? Yes, it's your fault. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just weird when.
Like, if you made a mistake,
no. It's no big deal. Like, if you made, like, obviously you made a mistake. It's cool. No big deal. But
this mistake has been happening for a minute though. Yeah. Like. It's simple stuff, and like they would take him off of the whole entire schedule.
Oh, just because we'll get there. But
this video's gonna be long.
Now I'm gonna try to speed through like as best as I can. But yeah, like they I don't know. It was just that's something that rubs me the wrong way that I don't really like is when people just can't simply just own up to when they're wrong. When they're wrong, it's like it's no big deal. You're not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna turn to the Incredible Hulk and attack you because you acknowledge that you're wrong, or you know what I'm saying? I just don't get that, and I don't like that. It just rubs me the wrong way. Being around, I don't want to be around people who are like that. It just bad. It's just I don't know. It's just weird energy with people who can't just admit to small wrongs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Backtrack just a little bit before all of this. So Christmas break. Most of you who work for Amazon currently, I'm trying to talk a little bit faster so this video is not long for y'all. But of course, we had a hectic Christmas ordeal, man. Like getting home late, you got a bunch of packages, all type of stuff. But so I had something come up probably the week prior to Christmas, and it
was Christmas week.
Oh, a Christmas week, and I just asked like, hey, is it possible to maybe get short? Like, I was trying to figure out some stuff that was happening, and I was just trying to figure it out, so I just wanted to ask them just to see. But I was just like, hey, is it possible to maybe take a little shorter route or get off a little bit early because some stuff, like, it's complicated, I can't really talk about it too
basically
much right
he just had to get out a little bit earlier.
A little bit early, and like I think the next day or so I went back, checked my app, and I was like, now look, they removed me from the schedule completely without even communicating with me, without saying anything. Like, they didn't even respond to that message. And I told her, Kimmie, about it, and I was like, man, I'm just not no person where I'm about to just chase you down about nothing. Like, I saw that, and I was like, all right, if y'all just can't sit here and communicate with me, like, and I ended up getting that situation resolved to where I could have come in and still did my regular routes, but they removed me from the schedule and stuff. And then that prior week, I still was on the schedule. So I was like, all right, let me hit them up like, yo, I'm available to work, And it was just like the guy, I guess it was this, you could say he's the assistant assistant owner. I don't really know, but they're just like, hey, have you talked to the head man, boss man, basically you could say, the guy who's over, I don't really know how they got it going on, but I was like, nah, but had a conversation with him, some stuff, figured that out, but and then got into the whole this prior thing that happened, and then boom.
Well, another thing was they were having a whole bonus if you worked every day or every week of December.
$300 bonus if you was full time, which I was, and
And like he lost that because y'all are acting stupid. That's $300 we could have had. We got billed. We got stuff to pay for.
We'll see. I ain't trying to, have to pull up on them or nothing like that. But
I will.
But potentially probably lost that because of some stupid BS that could have just been communicated. But that is a big thing for me. That's part of it. That's part of the reason why I made the decision I made. There was a buildup of overtime stuff that made me leave. Second thing is the station. You know, for some of y'all who already work for Amazon, y'all, and even in the prior videos, y'all was attesting to the things I was saying in the comment section. Like, the station is like, man, a make or break as well, because it can just it can throw off your entire day, man. I'm telling you, it can really throw off your entire day. And if you're like really, I ain't gonna say mentally sound, because that makes me sound like you're crazy, but like, if you just not like, I don't know, man, like, if you got some stuff going on in your life and you already got some pressure and stuff like that happening, man, that just make you be like, F this, you know what I'm saying? But the station is a make or break, man. Like prior, yeah, Kimmie had to go leave real quick to go do something, but the station is a make or break, because so for us, we would go in at 10:30, or the week right after Christmas break, before I decided to leave, we was going in at 10:45, which is something else in its own self. But we would go in at 10:30. Let's say you get to the station, my station is probably like 15 minutes away. Get there about 10:50, because you got to do all your sign in and stuff like that, all that good stuff at the lot that you're at, and you have your chime meeting. Well, we was doing our check-in chime and stuff like that. Then we pulled out, got to the station. Get to the station about 10:50. Instead of managed to get to the station, get on through, get your stuff, and head on out so you can get your day started, you literally, like for us, we literally have to sit there at least for an hour and a half of just sitting there, because they're always behind, I don't really understand, and I don't know why they're always behind. Personally, for me, I feel like that's something that, head man, boss man should have just explained to us on why it's like this, because, obviously this is it messes us up, but I don't, at least to this day, I don't really know, but I get COVID, and I think they had something where they had a certain number of people that could work inside or something, like, I don't really know, but they were always behind. They was always behind, and having to come in, just basically you're coming in to just sit for an hour and a half, and then just imagine you have like 300 packages and 200 stops or something like that, and you starting an hour and a half late. Right now, it's getting darker faster, so you better hope that you're not in the country today, because you're gonna be in the country after dark, and you know how that, if you work for Amazon and you deal with that, you can attest to that in the comment section. Y'all know what I mean by that. Like, that's stressful in itself. It's dark, you can't see, dogs out here in the country, that's another thing that, I just quickly hit on, man. Like, we really didn't have anything to protect us from dogs, man. Like, there's a guy, of course I won't say no names, but there's a guy who worked in our DSP, who was chased by a dog, fell, and he, I think, broke his wrist, and I don't think the dog bit him, thank God, but he broke his wrist, and then he was out for like 2 weeks, or he was out for a long time, and then I saw his name pop up as removed from the chat, so I guess, he ended up never coming back. But another thing with, back to what could be a, make or break for you with your boss, is that, so we had, especially during Christmas break, so if you work for Amazon, you have that little light in your bag, which does not illuminate anything, around you, your walkway, nothing. It's dark out, especially when it's dark out and you on the, countryside, and ain't no lights and nothing like that, and it's dark, and you walking up to a house, you're dying on the inside, because, you don't know, what's up with this house. You don't know if they got dogs. And real quick, I'm gonna tell y'all something that happened to me. Like, man, I pulled up, I was doing a flex route at the time. That was like probably back in the beginning stages when I first started. They had it to where you could do flex routes for them. I was using my own vehicle and stuff. So I pulled up in, it got dark, pull up in this lady's yard. I get out with her box. I had my vest on, but of course it's not like, lights on it so they could see it. So I'm walking to her door, and she comes out, stood on her porch, gun in her hand, was like, who you type stuff. So I was like, Amazon, hey, I can leave. You ain't gotta have this packaging though. But she was cool afterwards. She was just like, she was kind of like, which I understand is dark. I'm upping on you too if I don't know who you are. But in the middle of the night, you in my yard, and I'm not expecting no guests. But she was cool afterwards. And, just laughed about it. I wasn't tripping, but luckily she wasn't no quick shot type of person. Scary, and just walk out the door blowing. But she was just like, how she just had some issues, like something with some people came to her yard one time on some drug stuff. I don't know, but she was a Caucasian lady, which it was kind of like, you just saying that because I'm black, or it was all cool though. I ain't, we don't want to make it about race. Some people, y'all get weird with that type of stuff, but so like y'all know how you don't have no lights and stuff, but during the Christmas break, I was like, so during one of our chime meetings, that issue was brought up because there's a couple of the girls that works with us for our DSP was just like, hey, can we get some some flashlights or something, because it's dark out here. One girl was expressing how, like, a guy kind of just pulled up on her asking for a package, and she got, it scared her because, it's dark. You can't see. This guy just come out of nowhere. Luckily, it wasn't on nothing crazy, because, especially if it's you out there in the dark, you out there by yourself, anything can happen. But so they was expressing their concerns about, can we get some flashlights and stuff? So if you work for Amazon and you know the lights that I'm talking about, y'all can attest to this in the comment section. Y'all know that those lights do not illuminate anything. So boss man go get on and was like, oh yeah, y'all got those little lights, they're not really used for illuminating anything, but they, they're there for, so you take pictures of the boxes. And somebody had to stop and was like, they were just like, no, that's not what we're saying. Like, we need lights flashlights, because it's dark out here. We can't see, all type of stuff can happen out here. So he hit the pretty much, okay, that's definitely something I can look into. It's not gonna happen overnight, but it's something I'm gonna look into. Now, with that, I'm gonna jump a little bit prior to, kind of like my earlier stages with the company. We kind of had a conversation like this again, and he was getting on, just talking about getting stuck. If you work for Amazon, sometimes you can get stuck being at certain people's houses, and it's muddy, the road's muddy. Sometimes you get stuck. I got stuck one time, which it was crazy. But basically, like, he had this thing where if you get stuck, pretty much you're going to lose your bonuses and stuff that they was doing, which was, the bonus was BS. It wasn't really, but so people were saying, like, somebody suggested that, hey, can you can get some cheap wood from Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever the case may be, and we can use that to stick up under the back tires and help us get out. He hit his famous, oh yeah, something I'm gonna look into. Never did it. And of course, when this flashlight situation came around, he said that I already knew, like, he's not gonna do that. So with that being said, literally Christmas, like, when I say we had I'm talking about 17 to 18 people like left the company in that December, like, and I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm just seeing through all of this. I'm like, yo, it's crazy because I know why these people are leaving. I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we're expressing, if y'all have any concerns, this, and that, and the fourth, speak up, we can talk about it, we walk the band. But yet when people express concerns, like, we're out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then nothing's being done. Like, the wood, okay, cool, but like, flashlights flashlights don't cost that much, man. You come up. What the bonuses, I guess I can talk about that real super duper quick, is with the bonuses, it was like some BS, because basically it was where you had to do your route, and then if you do a rescue and you get, like, I think the max number you're supposed to get to is 60. And of course, if you're one of those people who are a good worker, they're gonna load you up, so you probably not gonna really be able to do those rescues to get that bonus. But it was basically, I think, out of 2 people, I think it was like I forgot what the bonus was, 150 and 100 or something. It was just 2 people basically, and literally every time those bonuses would go to part-time workers. It just wasn't a fair situation for if you was really trying to get extra money. You know, it was just going to pretty much part-time workers. So
to me, it doesn't really make sense either, because like the people that are having like a really long route, you would think they'd be the one that's getting bonuses, but
yeah, that wasn't how it went. So that was some BS that you might have to. But I don't think y'all bosses gonna do it like that. But mine did it like that. So
if you work for Amazon, comment down below if you can.
Yeah. Your experiences and stuff like that. Great.
Scoot over.
My bad. But your experiences, and you know, if you left Amazon and used to work for Amazon, you know, share in the comment section if you feel like it, and you know, if you feel like typing that out, we'll greatly appreciate it. I'm sure other people will appreciate it. You know, explaining your issues that you had with Amazon, with your that's it, not necessarily Amazon, but your DSP and stuff like that.
And it doesn't have to be issues. If you had like a really good experience,
yeah,
like
of course,
share that.
You know, maybe you can shout out, you know, share your DSP, because maybe somebody who lives in that area looking for that job, you know, that position, and they come, you know. I don't know if y'all do where you do. Well, my boss didn't do that, to where if you refer somebody, you get a bonus. So maybe yours do. So I don't know. But another thing, and I mentioned this in the last video, was like the insurance and stuff. Like, we're out here in the field, y'all. Like, I explained to them, like, that time that lady pulled the gun out and stuff, like, and dogs. Oh, dogs. Like, I got bit by a dog. It wasn't really like a bite. It was like it was kind of like one of these. Like, I could feel the teeth brush across my skin, but it mainly grabbed. Like, my pants was baggy, so it kind of grabbed. But this the thing, y'all.
Somebody fully got bit though.
Oh yeah, I told him about that. Like, the guy got chased, and luckily I don't think he got bit. Well, he didn't, but he fell and broke his wrist.
Oh, yeah.
But I think they did say that some girl got bit. Like, dog jump up, bit her on the neck type stuff. Like, that wasn't no dog, that was a vampire. But what kind of stuff? But so just don't laugh at me. But the dog that bit me was a Yorkie. So, you know, I see the dog. I'm like, there's a little Yorkie. You know, I'm not afraid of dogs. I grew up with dogs. I grew up with pets and stuff like that. You know, especially being in where I'm from, like, stray dogs will chase you. You know, you better have some wheels on you, or you gonna, you know, you just gonna have to get bit. But
I would have gotten bit.
So I went to the house. The dog's in the yard. You're just barking and stuff. I'm like, it's a little Yorkie. I ain't tripping on no little small dog. So I went and dropped the package off. You know, it's kind of like one of them dogs that like to bark, and you know, you go towards them, they run off a little bit, stuff like that. So I made a mistake of once I put the package down, I put my back was turned to the Yorkie. No, I think the Yorkie was down the steps, and I was coming down the steps, and I kind of just hopped down. It wasn't that flight. What this man got going on? But it wasn't that many flight upstairs. But then I turned my back and was going back to my van, and I guess that startled the Yorkie when I hopped down, because I guess he thought I was, you know, jumping at him or whatever. So he just ran up behind me and like bit the back of my pants leg. I felt his teeth graze across my skin, but he mainly grabbed like the baggy part. And then I just turned, like I turned around and looked at him, and he stopped barking. And he just walked the other way. He was like, "Oh, this motherfucker crazy." So, but you know, I wasn't tripping. I ain't complaining or nothing like that. It's, you know, it happens. You know, I love dogs. You know, it comes with the territory sometimes. But what else? Oh, the insurance, man. Like, like y'all know, like, at least for my DSP, I don't know about y'all, but our insurance, like, we don't even really got no good insurance. Like, our health, like, my mama got better health insurance than I do, and she worked a state government job. Like, you know, for health insurance, at least, I get it for anything else, but health insurance, we should have top of the line health insurance, man.
Well, you would think, because like Amazon's got really good money. Yeah,
they got that bread on them, but I guess your DSP pays for all that and handles that. But Amazon, if you know, y'all just need to pull in and help out with that or something, because we need top of the line health insurance, man, because we're literally out here in the rain, cold, sleet, snow, thunder, whatever going on. We out here, you know.
I think if you're in the field, you need to have good insurance.
Yeah, and then dogs, you get by dogs. Dog might have rabies, all type of stuff, mosquitoes, bugs, all type of stuff going on out here. So for us to not have top-notch insurance, or at least better than the state government job insurance or something, so, you know.
Or equal.
Or equal or something. I don't really know what state government jobs insurance looking like, but Um, so that was kind of like, it wasn't like a huge issue because I don't really go to the doctor or anything like that. But, you know, it's still, you know, it's nice because if I get in an accident, you know, if I break my leg, how am I gonna pay for this? You know what I'm saying? So, what else, man? I guess another big breaking point, at least personally for me, I guess I can share is, so I have, of course, if y'all don't know, I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and I'm currently working on my master's. You know, for me, and this was something that really just been getting to me the last couple, you know, my last couple of days with them, that, you know, I was trying to keep pushing through, but it was just a breaking point for me was the fact that more and more I think about how, like, I didn't go to school for 4 years to get in debt to work for Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have been work for Amazon without going to school and getting in debt, making that $15 an hour. But the fact that I literally spent my 4 years in college instead of, you know, stacking up, chasing after this degree, and getting in debt to not, you know, not even be working in my field because I need a doggone master's, at least in South Carolina, because they don't have any like positions like that for psychology degrees or bachelors. It was just something that just kind of like hit me a lot, because it was just like, man, like, I wasted my time pretty much in college. Like, for me, overall, my goals is that I just like helping people, stuff like that. I love, mainly I love helping people, and then I have my love for animals and stuff like that. But
And me.
I like, you know, I'm currently in my master's program for mental health counseling because I like the field of psychology. Like, it helped me a lot. It helped me with my, you know, relationships with my parents and stuff like that. Because, you know, for a while I did not speak to my parents that much, just stuff, you know. But going through psychology, it helped me realize and understand, you know, that things that they did and in the way that they are is because of, you know, many different things that it could play a part of, but mainly you can look at it from how they were raised. And, you know, my people are very old school, so, you know, things that they, you know, passed down on us was kind of just like, you know what I'm saying? It just helped me understand it better, but, you know, mainly just the fact that I spent 4 years in college and took on all this debt to not even be in my field is just like, you know. So I don't really know what's up with that, you know. I mean, I guess just helping people and doing what I'm doing now is, you know, in the field of psychology, hoping that I can motivate people to do things and, you know, and hope, you know, basically kind of like doing counseling in a way that, you know, I enjoy doing this. So,
I think the fact that they just didn't really care.
Yeah. And
it just seemed like they wanted you to be out there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. They would. I personally feel like if you are a business owner, you should take care of your employees. And if they say, hey, we need something, hey, we need this to do our job better, provide it or figure out an alternative. You know, if you cannot provide something, then figure out an alternative. Well, it's not difficult.
Another thing too was that the fact that, like, I wasn't, so you know, I'm a kind of honest person. Like, if I was like slacking off, not doing what I need to do at the job, I would say that. But I really was, you know, I'm kind of like a type of person to where, you know, I enjoy, like, I look at a lot of things as just for me mentally as a friendly competition. Mentally is how I handle a lot of stuff and what helps me. So, you know, I was striving to be, you know, the best, you know. I mean, which I always acknowledge for, you know, of course, behind closed doors, I guess you could say, you know, as one of the best workers. But what kind of got to a point where I was just like, you know, I'm not seeing no growth. You know, I like the mindset, having that seeing growth and, you know, moving up the change, you can say. So fast forward a bit, you know, from starting position to now, we have something where it's called a leadership position. So basically to where you just chilling at the station, you know, sometimes you'll pop out and do rescues or be on the road, but not rarely, at least Christmas Day, I think they had to, but rarely. Is to where you're pretty much just handling the small stuff, I guess you could say, to where you're just sitting in, you could say, at the lot, and you're just looking at watching. Just pretty much, you're just waiting until everybody come back. You know, in the morning you help people load up. Then you're just chilling pretty much until everybody get back. Somebody get done. You message them, tell them to go do this rescue. You're chilling pretty much. So, you know, it's a position. It's a leadership position. So I'm striving to get into a position like that. So what really was as another breaking point for me was the fact that I was literally watching new people come in and get in those positions, you know, over me. Not saying I'm hating on them, you know, definitely congrats to them, especially the ones that I know that was doing their thing. But I know it's just me and this other guy, like we've been with this company for, you know, like the 2 weeks since the second paycheck we were there, and we were, you know, I know him, he knows me, that we both were like really giving it our all, really working hard, and they was keeping us on the road. And me and him ended up having a conversation. We had a conversation about that, and I told him, I was like, to be honest, I think they're never going to move us up to a leadership position because they need us on the road. You know what I'm saying? Which prior to that, real quick, I'm watching the clock, the timer. I'm trying not to make this long, but prior to that, right, he tried to hit me with the okie doke, and me and a couple of other people, right? You remember this, I think. To where he was like, this was before Christmas and everything, was like, hey, you know, you can't talk to me. A couple other people was like, oh, y'all doing great. You know, I want to move y'all to a leadership position. Basically, where it was, this was trying to hit me with the okie doke, where it was, instead of working 4 days, I'm going to move you up to 5 days. So their philosophy is that money is kind of like that solves everything, you know. A reward is working more hours. I mean, for some people, I guess you could say, but for me, that's not necessarily a reward. Like, me busting my behind, like, that's not a reward. I'm working for that money. I don't really know how to explain that, but basically it was okie doke, you know, to where he was trying to get us to work more, trying to butter it up to sound good, but really it was just for us to work more days, you know, because I guess other people were slacking. He was hit us with the, you know, other people would see y'all, you know, working more days and stuff like that, and you know, he just tried to butter it up, and then we did that a week or not even that, and then that.
Well, first off, he did it before he even talked to y'all.
Yeah, well,
he scheduled y'all for like 5 days,
and then talked to us about it. And it was like, you don't do that. You communicate this stuff prior to doing that, because what if we have other obligations on these days and we have plans on these days, which a lot of people did, and told them, like, no, I cannot do that. So it was, you know.
In regards to like that promotion thing, like moving up the chain and stuff, I felt like a lot of people that moved up were the ones that complained the most.
Yeah, like I know.
And the ones that didn't complain were the ones that stayed on the road with very, 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 very long routes. And that was like very difficult for them to do. And none of them were like getting rescues. None of them was getting saved. It's just like simple help. Like they used to track. Yeah, they used to track your progress throughout the day, and now they don't do that. But like, it's common sense to, I feel like, just keep doing that and just update how everyone's doing. And if somebody does get done early and somebody else is still out there, why not just send them out? You know, it's not hard.
I was one of those people that will always end up getting done my route and then getting hit with the message of, can you go rescue somebody? And then the biggest issue with that is the fact that there were people getting off that was part-time new or freshly new, getting done at 3, 4 early, and I'm getting off done by 6, and they send them home, but yet you wait till I'm done to send me on the rescue, that doesn't make sense.
But that still doesn't make sense, because in their description of the job, it says that part-time is 3 days. It doesn't say that you don't work the full day, you know?
And for me, when I first started, like literally
your
first 2 days, I did rescues.
And you didn't get home until like almost 10.
Like huge rescues. Like they didn't even say, like, I didn't even know how many bags to take. You know, I would pull it, you know, I'm new here, I'm pulling up, like, you know, I don't know anything. I was just like, and they just loaded me up, and they were just like, you know, I don't know. We're good, my bad.
They're just not clear with anything.
Yeah.
Communication is poor. Very, 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 very poor.
Very poor.
And you don't know who to talk to or contact if something is wrong. Or if you say something's wrong, they're going to say, I'll private message you. But sometimes they don't even private message you. Or you just sit there for 15 minutes twiddling your thumb, waiting for them to message you. Like, why can't you just handle it right then and there, you know? Because, like, somebody may be having that same issue. It's just...
And regarding, like, what she was saying about those who complain kind of moved up, like, I literally watched an individual... That person was cool, don't get me wrong, from small conversations that I had with them. Like, I could tell they was cool people, but I remember one day I was helping them load up. They were just like, it's ridiculous. Like, I got all this stuff, like, you know, of course the station was jacking stuff up and like giving you bags with two, 3 items in it and taking up your room and stuff, and just, you know, kind of complaining about it. And then probably like the next week, I seen them in a leadership position. And I'm meant to, you know, I'm not gonna say, you know.
And they were one of the people that was struggling, not like one of the people. I would understand if they were one of the people that are like really quick, you know, they get the job done, they're willing to help people. Okay, cool, promote them, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. But no, these are the people that are complaining almost every single day and slacking. That way they don't have to go help other people. They're literally getting done later than their estimated time on purpose, just so they don't have to help anybody.
Yep.
Those are the people you're promoting.
They moved up, and I'm just sitting here like, yo, like, I'm giving it my all. I'm busting my behind. I'm getting done early, thinking I'm gonna go home and sit on the rescue, getting home late. All type of.
That's like the wrong noise. No, when it's to answer something wrong.
Yeah, but all type of stuff, man. Like, it was just a whole lot of just stuff that was just weighing on me, man.
It was time to say,
it got to
peace out.
Like, every day I'm waking up just like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Like, I had to like, force myself and drag myself out of bed just to go. And it just got to a point where I just had to make a decision, like, you know, which is more important, me trying to get this money and destroy myself mentally, physically and stuff, or, you know, focus on my mental, you know, as well as try to get some money. But I want to give this advice because a lot of people might get this confused. Like, never swap or leave anywhere without a plan. If you don't got no thorough plan that you sat down, broke down, you know, got an ABC, or if this don't work, let's try this. This don't work, then I got this type of ordeal. Don't do it.
It literally took us like a month to figure out, like, to plan everything out to make sure that we're still set with everything. It like, we literally broke everything down to make sure that we were gonna be okay, because it is a big move, you know. It's a very big jump for you to jump from one job to something else, or one job to nothing, something, you know. That transition time is just really, really difficult.
So, I just wanted to throw that out there, man, because I know a lot of people, they just like, walking out on faith does not mean just walking out of faith without a plan. Like, you gotta have a plan. Like, I mean, I just wanted to, you know, kind of put my personal and my you know, situations out there for y'all, hopefully to help y'all make the best decision for y'all.
It was just your experience.
Yeah, this is just my experience. You know, of course, if you work for Amazon and you left or you have a great experience, please share it, because there are people, I see people in the comment section saying that they, you know, want to apply to Amazon, or they're going through different processes. They're, you know, on board and doing their training and stuff. Like, you know, just wanted to help you guys out with, you know, what you're getting into and things to look out for and all this good old stuff, man. Like, you know, so I don't know. I hope this video is like 43 minutes right now. I'm going to do some chopping up, trying to make it a little bit shorter, but that's pretty much it. I got a slide in a minute. Are we going to the gym tonight? Look, BSing. So this pretty much concludes this video. My name is Tristan.
My name is Kimmie. And
we will see you on another video. I don't know what we got planned for next, but I know we're supposed to do some vlogging and stuff. But oh no, not Oppo. What was it? Salamat po. Kumusta? Kumusta? What is it called? I don't know.